In life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed. And I prayed. But I continued to fail and fail and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. So imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. You got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors, some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists. Some of you have money, some of you have patience, some of you have kindness, some of you have love, some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA. And the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon. And there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. And I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked at the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." And in the years that followed, just as that woman prophesied, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Millions who up till this day couldn't see me, who up till this day I couldn't see while I was talking to them, and they couldn't see me, they could only see the movie. They couldn't see the real me. But I see you today, and I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm strengthened by what I see. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward.
Sit down. Sit.
Fall forward, people.
Fall forward.
Think outside the box. Do great things. We only have one life to live, right? And what we do in this life is important. Not only for ourselves and the things we can accomplish, but also our youth, our kids, right? The future. Setting good examples for them so they can see the beautiful things you can do, you can create and build, but also being motivation for them. It's a scary thought, but our children, or our nieces and nephews, right, are growing up in a time that's scary. Scary time. But it's up to us to instill those values into them. It's up to us to encourage them, to push them, to not just set the bar here, to set the bar where they need to jump for it. That is the difference between an individual who just settles and just floats down the river, or an individual who decides to say, hey, let's put a motor on this boat and let's jam. Right? Let's jam. So it's Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 953,159. TikTok next block. And for one measly US dollar, illusionary money, piece of shit paper that means nothing, you can get 1,623 wonderful units of freedom, as we know them as SATOSHI'S, guys. You know this. We know BTC, Bitcoin, is just the advertising name. The name they like to smear and say is corrupt, fake, a speculative asset. But we know Satoshis are the truth. Satoshis are the way. It's good seeing you guys, man. It's good seeing you guys. I'm happy to be here. Long day today, but we're getting into it. Let's get into some chat because we're going to jump right into this one, guys. Let's see who is here. Bitcoin Streisand says, yes, good man. What's up, Bitcoin Streisand? Yes, Denzel is a fantastic man. I like him. Philly is in the house. What's good, Backpacker family? Coming in with the row of packs. You know I love it when you guys do that. The row of packs. Philly is in the house. What's up, bro? What's going on, everyone else? What's up? What's up? Let me make this chat bigger. VHF says, yo, Philly and Banksy. I love it. Packer fan, boom. What's up, VHF? What's going on, man? VHF is in the house. Philly says, yo, VHF, what's up? And we got Ginger. Ginger, a man who needs no introduction. Good evening, Packer family and friends. What's up, Ginger? Busy man. Good father and husband is in the house. It's good seeing you, Ginger. VHF says, Ginger, boom. I love it. Philly says, tell me why my credit card is giving me $5,000 at 0% APR till March 2027. Wow. Really? Interesting. Can mine do that? Can mine do that? I don't know. Maybe it's a promo, or maybe they're just credit card companies are hurting. Maybe they need to get people to start spending some shmoney. I'm ripping that and toss it into BC. Yeah. That's a smart man. I like that, Philly. You know what's up. Streisand says, preach. Yes. Vic Schutz is in the house. Vic Schutz, a.k.a. Ron Burgundy, Mr. San Diego himself. What's up, Vic? Our local photographer. If you guys are in San Diego and you need some photography work done, you need to hit up Vic, okay? And if you know anybody who needs photography work in the area or in San Diego, give a shout out, man. Show him some love. I don't know if he does it full time, but I know he probably wouldn't turn down side jobs, because side gigs are where it's at. You get some good money with some side gigs. What's up, Vic? Scary but beautiful world. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Vic.
George, bad boy.
Very scary world. And, but, we're going to get into this today, okay? We're going to get into this a little bit. But, here's the thing. It's a scary world, but we're in control. Number one is we need to be held accountable for our own actions. We are in control, okay? We can't control external factors. I'll leave it at that. But we can control what we do and the actions we take. VHS says, Vic, what's up? Boom. We got Lauren Stern in the house. Hello, everybody. What's up, Lauren? Lauren is the local comedian, guys. If you didn't know, Lauren is in the house. Good seeing you, Lauren. VHS says, Lauren, boom. Vic Shoot says, VHS, what's up? Streisand says, Infinity, yeah. Philly says, Lauren, Vic, Streisand, what's up? Ginger, what's up? What's up, Clips? Hoo-ah! There you go. I love it. I love it. If you know, you know. Streisand, Clips, VHF, how are you? Ginger, got a good friend over. He is buying his first Sats tonight with some guidance. Wow. That's amazing.
And you're buying it at a great
and your yes, and your friend, sir, is buying at a wonderful price right now. He's gonna be getting a lot of Sats. And whoever this friend may be, you're in good hands with Ginger. Ginger knows what he's doing, so he'll be there for you. You're very lucky to have a friend like him to be able to help guide you along this process. It gets intimidating sometimes. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming, rightfully so. I think it's fair, but you're in good hands. You are in good hands. Lauren says, Ginger, Vic Shoots, hello, what's up? Lauren, doing great. Packer family, how are you? We're doing great, Lauren. Busy day, you know, it's a busy day all the time for us. It's a busy day all the time for us, man. But we keep it going. We keep it going. Doing well. Thanks for asking, Lauren. Let's go. What's up, Jerry? Jerry is in the zone tonight, guys. He is in the zone. Good seeing you, Jerry. Long time no talk, sir. Awake, aware, fighting, happy, angry, angrily, content with conviction. Yeah, exactly. Ginger, that's exciting. Hope he's ready for the highs and the lows. Yeah, welcome to the party. Exactly. And your friend also, whoever that may be, you know, if you really want to go deep, man, you can come check in with us Monday through Friday. You can Jerry's channel, everybody. If you have questions with Jor, he has all these outlets, and Ginger will let you know all that stuff. And you have a lot of people that'll give you support. So you're not alone, sir. Jerry, what's up? BTC, BTC is my anger management. Yeah. Jerry, hello. How's the weather over there? And right on, orange pilling your friend, Ginger. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Welcome to the freedom.
Welcome to, yeah, exactly. Welcome to freedom. There's no doubt about that. Bitcoin is freedom. Bitcoin is
printing up your money.
Bitcoin is taking a stand. If you're a true patriot, you love your country, you love your freedom, you love your sovereignty, Bitcoin's where it's at. Just warn him, we'll go lower, but maybe not. Just prepare. Yeah. There's definitely going to be peaks and valleys. There's definitely going to be highs and lows. Volatility is what we call it. Don't know how versed you are, but don't pay attention to that stuff. You just need to buy as much as you can. Did Backpacker say it was a long day or a long day? It was a long day and a long day, sir. Bitcoin's like driving a Ferrari. They're taking terminal tires, but whole nonsense. There's no guardrail. Yeah, it's crazy. Learn to fly. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, we're gonna get into it. Yeah, so we're sitting nice. We are sitting nice, guys. We're in low 60s. We're chilling. We're doing our thing. Bitcoin's doing its thing. TikTok next block. You guys know this. Okay, if you guys didn't know, I put out a vlog, a special vlog, this morning. I usually do them only on Saturdays. Yeah, I dropped one this morning. I was feeling really inspired, and I had some stuff I was, thinking in my head, and I said, you know what? Let me get this out before my shift starts, right before I get to my first lawn. And so I did, and I was like, I'm not gonna have enough time. And I said, you know what, Backpacker? There's enough time.
Here?
There's enough time, because I was gonna dismiss and be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Literally, I was like, you know what? No, there's enough time. So I just did it. I got my thing out, did my jam, edit on the fly, because I do all my editing mobilely. I do everything mobile. Everything I do is I got a whole mobile unit that I use, or that I do, and it works out great. Exactly, Backpacker. Every day is both for you. Yeah, it is. I gave away my race car for BTC. It's the right thing to do. Wow.
Yeah.
A Supra. Well, I'll take a car. Great vlog this morning. Go watch it if you haven't. Yeah, guys, absolutely. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll pull it up right here. Are you in control? Motivation. Don't conform. Got 19 views 8 hours ago. I got some likes and some comments on it. And it's a good one. I thought it was a great one. I was feeling really, really, really inspired this morning. And yeah, it was good. It was good. Ego gone. But if you make it, by all means, get yourself something special. Yeah. Yes. Streisand. Streisand, you're a man of many words, sir. You're a man of many words. Mm-hmm. All right. So we got something pulled up, okay? We got something pulled up. I'm going to put myself... Let's see where I'm going to put myself. Probably going to put myself right here. This might work out. Okay. So, this is a little piggyback off of today's vlog, okay? A little bit of a piggyback, but not exactly. It's just a little more in depth. So the question is, as you guys see the title, okay, the title of the live, are you in control? Question everything. Life. Always question everything. Our job as citizens, right? Our job as citizens in any country you're in, okay? First of all, every government works for you. That's number one. Okay? You are in control. You always question. Don't ever take anything face value. Your job is to question everything. And also, not only as a citizen, but in Bitcoin. Because we always say, don't trust what? Verify. We don't trust, we verify. Okay? That's a big one.
Verify.
So, let's roll into it. So, are you in control? Well, what's the core question? Okay? What is the core question? So when you wake up every day for work, how do you actually feel? Are you inspired or just trapped? Only you can answer that question. I always went by this. You have inspiration or there's desperation. Okay? I think we know which one we would rather have. We'd rather be inspired. We don't want to be desperate. Desperate usually means you're behind the curve, behind the 8 ball. You're in a probably not so good position. Most of that pertaining to finances, but it could be also relationship issues, right? It could be issues with maybe your children. It could be issues with your work. It could be a numerous amount of things. It's not only finance, guys, okay? So when you wake up every day to work, how do you feel? Now, of course, obviously, I think respectfully, so I think most people are like, hell, shit, I'd rather not go into work, right? Can I get paid and not go into work, or can I get paid doing something else? But only you can answer that question. It's a very broad question, right? More inspired lately, yes. Great blog this morning, yes. I appreciate that, Lauren. I'm going to be bouncing in and out of chat the best of my ability. If I miss some, I'm sorry, but I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth. So, we weren't put on this earth just to work our lives away or be a cog in a factory, right? We know that. Let me turn my phone on so it stays on real quick. Hold on. 30 minutes. Okay. My phone keeps on shutting off on me. Okay. So, look at history. There wasn't a factory waiting for us at the dawn of civilization. Society built this and we've suppressed ourselves within it. Cool. So let's break it down to the molecular, okay? Let's go back to Adam and Eve, right? We talked about that. When Adam and Eve came, or Big Bang Theory, whatever you believe in. When Adam and Eve, or the Big Bang Theory happened, okay? Was there a factory waiting for you? Did Adam and Eve go, hey, look at that factory, let's go there? Did we just come upon to be and say, oh man, look at all these buildings and there's factories and there's people working over here? No, that wasn't a thing. It didn't exist. Okay? Society built this. But we've suppressed ourselves within it. Well, what do you mean, Backpacker? What do you mean we suppressed ourselves within it? Well, I think it's safe to say that when we were brought into this world, to this earth, okay, as people, as human beings, as individuals, our job wasn't just to come into existence and be like, okay, let's start working and let's do the repetitive motions and be in the factories and be this cog in the system. No, it wasn't it. Right? I wish I could create, but I know BTC is creator money and it's saving from big creation. So I won't need it at all, perhaps to help other creators one day. BTC, yeah. You got to remember, Bitcoin's a tool, okay? Bitcoin's a tool. It's a money. It's freedom money. It's exactly what it is. It's a peer-to-peer cash system, okay? BTC, be the creator. I love that, Lauren. So, we'll continue moving forward. I'm just painting a picture here, okay? So what you need to do is you need to challenge the I have to do this to pay bills excuse. Right? It's a choice to conform to a certain standard of living that backs us into a corner. We have freedom and choice and free will every single day. Time to look in the mirror. So, inspiration or desperation. But here's the thing. When we go to work, what are we going to work for? Are you going to work for because like I'm going to work and I have my tool belt on and I love working and it's so much fun and I'm just going to go to work? Well, I'm asking you a question. You going to go to work for free? Are you going to go to work because it's just so much fun to do? No, you go to work because you're putting in your energy to retrieve or receive something back, right? Whether that be in the form of money, in the form of bartering, in the form of trade, in the form of creating something, you're exerting your energy, right, to do something or do something to receive something back. It's that simple, right? But in today's world, we go to work because we have to pay bills. We have mortgages. We have to pay taxes. We got to put our water, our electric, our car notes, our credit cards, our whatever else other bill you have, your subscription services. You want to go, you buy money on things that don't matter, which I don't recommend, and I highly suggest you stop doing. Okay? So it's a choice to conform to a certain standard of living that sucks, that backs us into a corner. See, the situations a lot of us are in are not just because they just happened. Respectfully so, and this comes back to accountability. Okay, and looking ourselves in the mirror and say, damn, I did this to myself. It's because we've put ourselves in these positions. Now, yes, we know we've been lied to. We've been sold a bill of goods, and we've been told ever since we were young that this is what you have to do. You go to college, you can take out your student loan, and you become this, and you need the white picket fence. No, that's all a lie. That's an illusion. That's created. That's not real. Okay? It's not real. You don't need those things. Society tells you you need those things. And that's when we circle back around to we have freedom of choice and free will every single day. See, we're turning the system on its head. Not only are we choosing to opt out of a monetary system that is a complete another lie. Okay, they print money. You work for a money that another man can print? Really? I think we're all doing that, yes. But we call BS on it now. We see past it. And we say, hey man, you know what? That's cool. We're going to do that. But as soon as that money hits our account, hits my hand, we're taking the off-ramp. We're exiting the system. And we're turning that into Bitcoin. And that's part of us taking a stand. That's part of us not conforming. That's part of us not only calling BS on the situation, but being the change. Okay? So that's what I mean by freedom of choice and free will. Just understand that on these bullet points as we go down, they're very broad, okay? It's not specific to one certain thing. You can take this and apply this into your life, into your current circumstances, or your friend's circumstances, right? So, I got a quick question for you guys. This is a little engagement. We'll see who engages. Drop a 1 if you feel trapped by the 40-plus hour grind, or a 2 if you're actively building your way out. Honest question. A 1 if you feel trapped, okay, by a 40-plus hour grind, or 2 if you're actively building your way out. Now, I know it could be a 1 and a 2, because maybe you do kind of feel trapped, but then you're still working your way out. And that's fair. You can put 1/2. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I'm not a 1. Me and Fanny are neither one of us. We're not a 1. We don't work 40+ hours a week. We've achieved that prestige level, because if you watch my prestige video, I go over the 21 prestiges. If you guys want to check it out, you can go to my channel, you can go down to my videos. It's Prestige 21. It's a good video. Or 2 if you're actively building your way out. Right? So, Sin says I'm a 3. We got Sin Diesel in the house, the birthday boy. And Sin, I did see your response in the video and everything, and I just haven't got to get back to you on that yet. But, bro, happy birthday, brother. We love you, and I'm happy you had a good evening with your wife. That's amazing. That's more important. That's more important, bro. And so yeah, we just all want to say happy birthday. It looks like you had a great time, and yeah. So good seeing you here, bro. Good seeing you here. Let's see where we're at. Let me catch up on some chat real quick. More inspired lately, yes. Okay, Craig, yeah. Whole lot of good people. Sin Diesel's in the house. Yeah, we're gonna get you in the bowl of Satoshi.
Yep, we just got you inside the bowl.
Hodler's on it. Hodler is on it. You learned and have lessons to hold onto and look back onto. Yeah. Sin, hello. Sin says he's a 3. Lauren says he's a 3. Damn. I'm not a 3 yet. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you guys are ahead of me. Gracias, mi hermano. I love all you guys. Y'all are the best. No, we love you, bro. We love you. You are a highly knowledgeable, intelligent individual. And we went and looked at all your old videos on your channel like 19 years ago. You hitting the heavy bag and doing the boot camps and working out and all that. That was cool, man. Hardler, did you see the coffee you inspired me to make today? Oh, was that in the signal chat? I don't think she's seen that.
No, it's not.
How many trips around the sun now, Sin? Yeah. Let us know if it's in the signal chat, Sin. So yeah, so that's it. So that's a question, guys. Life, something we don't do and something we all need to do is, I can't stand this, but we all say this, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. I gotta fit that on my schedule. I'll get to that. No, you don't do that. You make time. There's always enough time. You just got to choose to properly allocate the time to do what you need to do. We all can take one out of that book, right? And we all slide and fall. Sometimes we're like, ah, damn it, I got to get back on track. But that's when we do our self-audits. If you're not looking at yourself in the mirror every day for a couple of minutes, or meditating, or taking time just to think for yourself, whether it's in your car on your way to work, and just do some self-reflection.
You're not stacking hard enough.
She says you're not stacking hard enough if you're not doing that. You need to start doing it, guys. So conformity versus leaps of faith. Conformity versus leaps of faith, guys. Conformity means agreeing with everything, never questioning, and just accepting. It means giving up. Okay? Conforming is a big one for me. Not only because I'm a patriot, I love my country, but I'm always going against the grain. I do not conform. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Fanny and I and the kids do not conform. I don't need to agree with what society tells me to do. I don't need to agree with society telling me I need to do this. I need to get the credit cards after work the 40+ hour week. I didn't sign that deal. You didn't sign that deal. You didn't just wake up one day and all of a sudden they're telling you have to do this and have to do that. Says who? The problem is we don't question enough. The problem is we just do what everybody tells us to do. The problem is we just go to work, and when your boss says something you don't like, you're just like, yes, sir, because you're afraid to get fired. Why are you afraid to get fired? Speak up. Say something. I'm not saying curse them out, but if you got something to say, you need to say it. And here's the thing. When they tell you, oh, the jobs are bad, or the job's this, and the job's that, the media is made to fearmonger, guys. The media is made to suppress you. Most people don't want to go out and get new jobs or start their endeavors. You want to know why? Because they're afraid to. Rightfully so. It's fair. It's called the leap of faith, right? But they're also afraid to because they think that they can't get a job because the job market's so bad. So then you suppress your endeavors, you suppress your passions, you suppress your goals, your ambitions. The reason why you were put on this earth, because of what the media tells you, because of what somebody else told you. Do you think I just jump on these lives and I just started doing this and making vlogs because it's just fun? No, I do this because I have a passion. I do this because I care. I do this because I feel like this is a calling. And for a personal endeavor of mine, and then to have my wife and my kids join me in this journey and support me, and also me supporting them, that's called taking control. That's not conforming. Right? I question everything. Question everything. And don't just accept stuff. Because when you just accept everything, it just means you're too cowardly to give up. You're just giving up. So don't give up. It's in the signal chat, Sin says. Okay. We'll check that out. We'll check that out, Sin.
Okay.
When you really think about, despite my anger and not being perfect in certain chats and channels, God made this Bitcoin. How can it be so perfect? Exactly. Just my opinion. No, you're not wrong. Bruh, seeing those old videos was wild. Can't believe I've been on YouTube for 2 decades. Yeah, that's dope, bro. That's dope, Sin. I love that. You gotta bring sexy back, bro. Bring sexy back. Come on. I would love to work alongside this guy. Freaking bass in the sky. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, bro. VHF, 1 year after being taken off the gold standard. Yeah. That's, yeah. Freaking Sin. 10 people in chat. Is it possible we're going to be 10 that walk through life with the keys of the kingdom? There's a possibility, bro. As far as time, we all get the same 24 in the same 1440 minutes and the same 86,400 seconds day. So not saying you don't have time. Exactly. Accuracy. Yep. That was 71. Hey, you're 8 years older than me, bro. Yeah. So the thing is we can all have excuses. Excuses are like buttholes, right? We all have them, right? So don't be the excuse. Be the solution. So taking leaps of faith is terrifying because we're flooded with engineered negativity, like we said, and fear of the news and radio that keep us compliant. The system tells you to just shut up and be grateful for your box. Well, look what Denzel said, guys. Everything in that 10-minute speech is everything we're talking about here. No matter which way you slice it. Okay? When you fall forward. Don't be the excuse. Be the solution. Build the connections. Build the relationships. Think outside the box. Right? Dream big. And it's not always about the goal. Sometimes about the journey. You need to take leaps of faith in this world. Because if you live in your little comfort box, your comfort zone, or your little bubble room, right? You ain't going anywhere. If you're not raising your kids, your youth, to understand the real world, not the fake world, the real world, the way people really are, good and bad. If your kids aren't volunteering at food banks, if they're not volunteering at elderly homes, you're doing them an injustice. The limitation on kids are only the ones we put on them. When you talk to your kid, you talk to them like an adult. You talk to them like a grown human. You talk to them like they're 10 years older than what they are. Because they're sponges and they pick up on this. You give your kids tough love. You don't coddle them. Okay? But you give them love. Compassion and respect. Okay? These kids need to grow up hell of a lot harder. And I don't mean harder like it's hard because that's hard, something I can't do. I'm talking hard like old school when you say someone was hard. They need to. Because the world they're growing up into is hell of a lot different than the world we did. Okay? So we know the news, the radio, the media, okay, the propagandists, they say shut up and don't question anything. And this is what we're telling you. And by the way, here's the CPI numbers. And by the way, here's all this is. Take it all with a grain of salt. I'm not getting into left and right stuff on here. I'm talking in general to circumvent your own thoughts, to be able to think for yourself, do for yourself. Stop just pointing out every single issue and realize that you are the solution. I mean, if you want to sum this whole thing up, it's right here. Stop pointing out every single issue and realize that you are the solution. It starts with you, just like it starts at home. Right? Spaceman, what's up, bro? Spaceman is in the house, people. Fire video this morning, Pizzle. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I had some stuff I had to talk about, man. I had some stuff I had to say. I'm sitting down. It was beautiful, nice crisp morning. It was a little cold, but I just had some things I had to get off my chest. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw up a video real quick, you know? And it felt good. I'm happy I did it because I was this close to not doing it. This close to not doing it. And you know what? I looking back at it, I probably would have been very disappointed that I didn't. So I'm really happy that I did.
Spaceman and Jack?
Yes. Yes. Thank you. We got you in the bowl, Spaceman. And Jack. Spaceman, hello. Spaceman, what's up? Boom. Space Pizzle. Space Mizzle. Man, you're powerful, dude. Imagine the news. If the news spoke like this, and my parents so grateful. But yeah, good man. That video to my sister. Okay, what's up, y'all? Happy belated birthday, son. Oh, Blunt Man.
Oh, we don't think I have.
Blunt Man, Steven. I think Blunt Man's in there.
Oh. Okay,
Let's see. Benjamin. Oh, we can just make one.
Yeah, I thought we didn't.
We can make one. Yeah, you could write right here, baby. Right here. You could write Blunt Man on there. What's up, Steven? What's going on, bro? What time is it over there? So far. Okay. Are you off? It looks like you might have just got off, huh? Blunt Man, boom. What's up, Blunt Man? Yeah, Blunt Man, bro, Blunt Man can groom dogs really well. Hit that like. Hey, Blunt Man, love George's new style. Thank you. Yes, gracias, Blunt Mizzle. Yeah, Blunt Man. Another good family man. Father and husband. I'm going to tell you guys something about Blunt Man, though. That guy's a hard worker. Blunt Man is a hard worker. That guy is grinding. He says he's off. Yeah, right on, bro. Sometimes those are the best videos when you almost decide not to do it, then do it. Yeah, Lauren. Yeah, I'm happy I did. I was just, negativity and all the stuff going on with current events and people getting their eyes gouged out over in Ireland and people getting life sentences for murders and this stuff. Sometimes that stuff gets to you. And we need to be able to take a step back and put up some boundaries sometimes for our mental health and just be like, you know what? You're not ignoring it and putting your head in the sand, but sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? We need some positivity. We need to focus. We need to recalibrate our minds a little bit. And that's really what a lot of that stemmed from. A lot of motivational, positive videos today that I was watching and just a lot of good messages and just self-medicating myself. And just, self-reflecting on, taking what people are saying and then transcribing that into something that I can do. What can I do to contribute? What do I need to make a change on? What can I do? And so that's where a lot of that stemmed from. So let's get back into it, guys. So stop pointing out every issue and realize that you are the solution. It all starts with you, guys. It all starts with you. You want to be a change. You want to do something. You want to stop doing drugs. You want to stop drinking. You want to stop smoking. You want to stop doing anything. You want to stop being lazy. You want to stop. Don't matter. You have to be the one to do it. We can give you a pill. We can put you on a program. We can put you in a classroom. I can hook you up with like 5 different educators. But it don't matter. Because if you're not going to be the change, and if you're not ready to quit, okay, this is more of a drug analogy, especially. Okay, you can send a drug addict or any addict to any program, give them all the help in the world, but if they haven't hit rock bottom or if they're not ready, then it ain't going to work. Okay? So wisdom comes with time and skin in the game. Getting older changes your outlook Focus shifts to risk mitigation, working smarter, not harder, and circumventing the noise. Change starts today. Okay, let's break this down. This is a good example since Sin's here, because we talked about this yesterday with Sin. Obviously, Sin's my elder, and he's been on this earth a lot longer than me, and he's done a lot of things that I have never done. Okay, so wisdom comes with time and skin in the game. The difference between someone who's older than you, that you can never take away, is the wisdom and the knowledge and the time they've been on this earth. You can't undo that. That's just a fact. You have the difference of an individual who's a youth, who's young. I would respectfully say that they definitely don't have the skin in the game, and they definitely don't have the wisdom yet. They're still wet behind the ears. But you know, the one thing they do have that we can say as we get older is that they got energy. That's fair. We had energy too when we were younger. Okay? So there's a cycle to this, right? There's a cycle. That's why they always say when a grown man or when an older man talks, you listen. There's caveats to that, but respectfully so. I love it when older people talk to me. It's just it just hits different. It just hits different. So wisdom comes with time and skin in the game, right? Okay. Getting older changes your outlook. So you need to focus, you shift to risk mitigation. You want to work smarter and not harder, right? With AI and technology and the advancements we have, I'm calling BS on it. I'm hearing a lot of talk about it's going to take all these jobs over. Okay, automation and this and that and whatever. Taking everything over. I don't know. I think we're going to be more productive. I think we're going to need to hire more engineers. I think we're going to hire more individuals who can help dedicate or utilize the technologies we have to be more productive, to get things done faster. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the AI discussion is really hot right now, and I'm not jumping on that train because there's just too much of it. I hear it all the time. But I think that we need to utilize the technology we have today, not rely on it, but utilize it to the best of our ability to gain productivity or to even educate ourselves. You know, back then we used to have to read the books, talk to people to try to educate ourselves and learn something. Then the internet came along. Then you can Google stuff, right? And then you had repositories of information that you can pull from, right? Now we have AI, which is like, essentially, if you don't know something, there's no reason why you shouldn't know anything. You have the resource available right here, and all you gotta do is grab it and talk into it. Hell, you don't even need to text, and it's gonna spit out a bunch of information for you. So there's no reason why we shouldn't be, educating and learning, right? So, but circumventing the noise. So the change starts today. So once again, it all starts with you. The change starts today. Because we could sit here and, like I said, we can be like, oh, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna plan this day, or I'm gonna give you an example. When we first met with Jerry, we didn't just say like, hey man, we should meet up someday. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, all right, cool. And then we go off. No, we set a hard date. We said, nope, this is what we're doing. Does this work for you? Yeah, man, that works. Okay, cool, let's do it. Boom. We made it happen. It transpired. Okay? So, that's another thing. Setting hard dates with people. Don't be like, oh man, we need to meet up sometime. Oh yeah, bro, that's cool. Let's go catch lunch. All right, great. How about you throw a date in there? And a time. So that way that shit's solidified. Locked in. Okay? Not just a hope, wish, and a prayer like, oh man, sorry, something came up. Let's get into some chat. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to try to skim through these, okay? Love positivity. Yes, Blunt, man. Absolutely. I love positivity, bro. We need more of it. There's a lot of negativity, and sometimes I get caught in it, man. I do. I'm not going to lie. We all do. That's when it's okay to put yourself in a box, when you put up those boundaries around you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, Lauren. I get it. I get it. Sometimes you got to take 2 steps backwards before you can make the next step forward. That's right. That's right. We got to reanalyze it. We call it zoom out. We got to zoom out, right? I love taking the Bitcoin analogies and the Bitcoin references and the Bitcoin mindset, like how I do, and I always love bridging that gap into real life. I love that. I'm a sucker for that. Is like my freaking jam. I love bridging Bitcoin mindset and ideology into real world situations, because Bitcoin, in everything in a whole, can be referenced into the real world, into our current life that we live every day. Sometimes you gotta, bruh, YouTube was, let's see, bruh, YouTube was Black Pill Central today. Had to unsubscribe from so much. Even Bitcoiners are getting dark dank with every video. Makes me question if they even truly believe or understand Bitcoin. They don't, Sin. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You heard me say this. I say this. Every Bitcoiner is not a Bitcoiner. And I don't just say that from a Bitcoin standpoint. I'm talking about life, mindset, ideology, implementing that. That's what I'm talking about. When I say that, that's what I mean. Every Bitcoiner is not a Bitcoiner. I've been saying that for a long time. It's hard to work for me. More broken these days, but yeah, the mind I still use. Yeah, absolutely, yes. Yes, I got you, bro. The mind's a powerful thing. Yeah, in the last couple of years, I have learned to see these psyops designed to make you feel a certain negative kind of way. What a blessing. Yeah. It's really important, you guys, and I'm happy you guys can relate to this and you guys see it. That's exactly what it is. Now listen, I don't want to get this misconstrued. It doesn't mean you bury your head in the sand, okay? Stay in the know. Know what's going on, okay? Don't not pay attention to things, but build those good boundaries and that positive reinforcement, that fortress within your mind and yourself, to be able to see it, observe it, circumvent my thoughts, my ideas. Okay, boom, on to the next. Not going to affect me. I see it, okay? But then it's implementing. What am I going to be implementing to do this? What am I going to be implementing to be the best person? Or how am I going to move past this or move forward? Or what can I do to build off of this? Maybe I'm going to take this situation and I'm going to harness that negativity and then project positivity out. Okay? Military toasted me, bro. Yeah, I respect it. Yeah. Military's hard, man. Sin celebrated his 29th and 25th. Yeah. I'm everywhere, bro. Yes, you are, sir. VHF, I come from psychology, then media and communication fields. I know a Mockingbird type project when I see one. Yeah. Yeah. Most don't, though, Sin. And you want to know why most don't? I would say respectfully, because most of them don't know what that means. But also, it's education. We have to be able to look up things that are uncomfortable, that we don't understand. We need to look back at history, old books, old teachings, old writings, old articles, okay? The ones that get buried, okay? We need to go back and look at these things and learn our history. And Jerry's a big proponent of this, guys. Jerry always says, know your history, know your history, know your history, right? There's history in what, though? There's American history, world history. There's history of everything, right? But at the end of the day, it's always better to be a well-rounded individual than an individual who just knows one thing, right? That's just my take. That's just my take. I like to know a little bit of everything. And if I don't know something, then I go educate myself. Tech is wild. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Tech is wild. A gateway manager, hard drive handler, backroom designer. Streisand comes up with some crazy ass messages. He's funny.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
Let's see. Study the artists and autists and hard workers. Yes. VHF, the beauty of science is to focus on logic, facts, and not getting too caught up in the emotions. Yeah, that's a big one, Sin, is the emotional part of it. That's part of that, learning how to separate. Got to learn how to separate. Pinky in the brain. As long as I'm encrypted, I'm fine. I'm on the Benjamin Button regimen. Me, Hermano, yes, I got you, sir. You guys are funny. I love it. I love it. Then I taught myself psychology and history through my innate passion for both and need to understand people as a whole. Yeah. Yeah. You know, being well-rounded as an individual and learning a little bit of everything is just, I don't care. I don't care. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing. And a curious mind is a strong mind. It's a creative mind. And not everybody has that. Not everybody's wired that way to when they want to learn stuff. Some people are just comfortable with what they have. Right? Or they just deviate a couple steps out of what they know. So I have chemistry and physics foundation with passion to understand humans and both a group as well as individuals. Yeah, see VHF, so you know. Colors in a classroom, no color is high school, same psychology there. Bitcoin is not just a technology, it needs to become a lifestyle. Bitcoin is a mindset. I say Bitcoin's a mindset number one, and then everything else follows behind it. Bitcoin is a mindset. You need to adapt Bitcoin into your psyche. If you are not obsessed with Bitcoin, I'm not talking about obsessions like, obsession, like that kind of obsession, but you need to, if you're not thinking of your life and everything you do in Bitcoin terms, like when you have the urge to buy something, Bitcoin hits me like a stack of books right on my head and goes, "Backpacker, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't need to buy that shit." Or when I want to go maybe subscribe to like some channel or something, Bitcoin goes, what are you talking about, bro? Why would you do that for? You don't need that. Or like when I'm, just think everything, like the way you think and teach and learn and everything is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not just technology. Yep. Cooley, Clutter Homes, Gingerbread Man ran for a reason. Yeah. Another thing too, guys, is let's see. Because humans act very differently as individuals and a group. Most people won't get uncomfortable. Yeah, you're right. That is because that's what's created. You need to understand something, guys. We're inquisitive people by nature. We want to learn, but that's been suppressed. And we don't even realize that it's been suppressed. Most people stay comfortable in discomfort and mathematical uncertainty. Exactly. Let's talk about flat Earth. We're not getting to flat Earth today, Upland Man. Don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that. I don't need you guys going off on that in here. I can't be reading all that flat Earth stuff in this chat. It's going to be too much. Bitcoin being the base layer goes deeper than just the monetary protocol. Exactly, Sin. When you start to understand it, it becomes the base layer of life and life decisions. Yes. Yes. Your mind is Earth. Your eyes are planets. That's what I think. The flat is what they want you to live in. Yeah. Yeah, the flat Earth. I don't get into all that because it gets too crazy. But let's get back into it. Yes, live your life on the base layer, and then everything you do. And I did a video on this. I did a vlog on this, guys. Scroll down to my videos, and I says live your life on the base layer, and I break it down, and I tell you when you live your life on the base layer, and then there's different layers. There's a layer 1, there's a layer 2, there's a layer 3, and I break it down in my vlog. So you'll find it in my videos on my YouTube channel. Go ahead and search for it. I've touched on a lot of this stuff, man, because this is my passion, is bridging that gap. Let's get back into it. So flipping the system and tools of freedom. What the heck does that mean, Backpacker? Well, let's get into it. Stop viewing emerging tech like AI as a threat. Well, we just said that. Flip it on its head. How can you utilize these tools right now to leapfrog forward, boost productivity, build my own endeavors, and break the I can't mindset? Damn, I guess I was ahead of my slide. Or my notes. Because we just talked about that. Not everything's a threat. Okay? Giving you an example. Let's push all this aside. Let's say you're in a city or a place you don't like, are you just going to stay there? Are you just going to be okay? Or are you going to be the change and use those wonderful things called legs and move somewhere and put yourself in a better position? Maybe you don't like the politics in your area. Maybe you don't like the crime or the gangs or the guns or the drugs in your area. Are you just going to be okay with it? Do you just settle and be like, oh, it's okay, it's not that big of a deal? Then you need to shut your mouth and you can't complain. You don't get to complain if you don't do something. You don't get you can't. You don't get the right. You lose that right. Okay? Take everything life and society has lied to you about and flip it on its head. Go against the grain. Don't be afraid to do, just like the motivational video, guys. Denzel. Everything he says in there is Bitcoin, is mindset, is better, it's improvement, it's advancement. Okay? So we have a big day coming up on Friday, right? We got the IPOs coming out and all that fun stuff. That's going to be interesting for volatility, and it's really just reallocation of money, but more so even a temporary reallocation. But that's always fun. So tie this to Bitcoin. Understand it isn't just passive luck. It requires hard work. It took taking leaps of faith, draining 401ks, and working extra jobs just to stack Satoshis. Selling your house, cord cutting, getting rid of subscription services, selling your junk, telling your kids to open up a lemonade stand, getting a side hustle. Okay? There's always ways to get more sats. There's always ways to be more productive. There's always ways to get more Satoshis, guys. Always ways to get some more Satoshis. And if you watched the video the other day, I did a Wabi Sabi video. Okay? I like Wabi Sabi. It's a Japanese philosophy, a Japanese mindset, essentially, almost to a point, where it can be adopted into a mindset. We call it minimalism here in the United States. We also call it the beauty of the beauty in the mundane. And it's when you got people who pay hundreds, if not thousands more for something that's patina, that's natural, because it's old, or you see an old table, it's all scratched up, a decapitated house, or not decapitated, a house that's fallen apart, right? Or an old rusty car, a farm truck you see as you're driving on the road, or something like that. These things all have stories. They have beautiful stories. But you got to zoom out, take a step back, think, man, if that car can talk, what would it say? If that house could talk, what would it say? Man, if I could be on that porch 70 years ago, what the conversations that would have been had on that porch, right? Or minimalism and simplicity, eliminating clutter, distraction out of your life to allow you to focus, right? We are consumers. And that consumer mindset and that consumerism that we have in our life, the items, the things, we don't realize that those things take up brain power. They take up mental space. They take up energy, because you have to clean those things. You have to move those things. You have to organize those things. You have to sell those things. Okay? So minimalism. That's another one. Where we at? Let's see where we're at here. It's the base layer, the foundation. Yes, exactly, VHF. You, Sin, you guys, Streisand, all you guys are on it. Blunt Man knows what's up, too. Pangea. Oh, yeah, Pangea. Yeah, I get into that. That's pretty dope. Even me, as a dog groomer, business owner, is trying to incorporate AI to make my life easier. Yeah, Blunt Man. You got to utilize the tools, right, bro? And I hope that works for you. I really do. Just a suggestion, if you invite Jerry to your home, we got the trolls in the house, guys. We got the troll in the house.
The troll.
Jerry's #1 fan. And he says, just a suggestion, if you invite Jerry to your home, let's just say you and your family will either have to sleep in the car or hotel because y'all will be unable to fit in the house with Jerry at the same time. You know what, the troll? I gotta give you respect, bro. I don't know how you come up with all these things, bro. You say the most wildest stuff, and it's like, I love it. I love it. You are welcome to come to these lives any day, bro. Any day. You got love from the Packer fam here. Lauren says, hello to the troll. Bitcoin Streisand says, I wrapped a house in copper once. Damn, that must have been expensive. Oh, shit. In Hawaii, at least on the area I lived at, everybody had copper gutters. Everybody. I don't know if it was like a thing. Everybody had copper gutters. Hand bent every panel. Yeah. Damn. It's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Dilapidated. Yes, there you go, Lauren. Thank you, sir. Lauren, there you go. Rolls of copper. Yeah. Damn. Stack like your life depends on it. Yeah, because it does, bro. SCRC, what's up, man? Good having you here. SATA. Yep. We're going to get you in the bowl, okay? Because it does, yes. Look at the fire. Yeah, fire. Look at all that. Fireworks, firecrackers, everything. I love it. Copper had a Mad Hatter effect to me, but it's gone now. Kind of glad. Oh, yeah. Oh, the copper.
SATA?
Philly's coming. Oh, he's in there.
Oh, okay.
Philly. Coming in with the roll packs. Blunt Man says, yo, what's up? Rolls of copper off Amazon. I went insane. SCRC, what's up? Yeah, good having you here, bro. Copper is a very cool element. Yeah, they had copper roofing and man, they had all kinds of stuff like that out there. BTC is better for now. One day I'll do the copper BTC house, but just essential, not the whole house. It's insane. Yeah. Oh, like an accent. Yeah, I made the bowl. Yeah, you did, sir. You always make the bowl when you come in here. We're getting into a good one here, man.
I don't see him inside of here. I'm under S.
Oh, okay, you can make it then, baby. It's okay. Sorry, it's SATA. It's in there, but it's okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Is that it?
No. Versus VS. STRC. Parliament building roofs. You know why they copper? They stop you from hearing. Oh, okay. Copper pipes is the way to go. Healthy for you. Also mitigates the effects of 5G. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm learning something, guys. I'm learning something. All right. Let's continue going. We were getting hot and heavy there for a minute. So, stacking sats is how we call BS on the system, right? It's the ultimate declaration that we aren't cogs or factory workers. We choose to opt out of brainwashing. Damn, if you want to like sum up Bitcoin, it's not a bad way to say it. It's how you call BS on the system. It's the ultimate declaration that we aren't cogs or factory workers and we choose to opt out of the brainwashing. Do you guys understand and see how Bitcoin isn't just, stack sats, it's not just charts, it's not distractions like MicroStrategy and STRC and all that. That's all distraction to me. I don't follow any of that crap. Quite frankly, I can't stand it personally. Just for me personally. There's not enough individuals talking about how Bitcoin bridges the gap, how you need to bridge the gap, how Bitcoin is a lifestyle and a mindset. There's nobody else is talking about that. If you guys find a YouTube channel, please let me know, because I haven't been able to find one. I haven't been able to find a channel where people are trying to tell you to become a better person. And I'm not saying that to try to be like, oh, backpacker, I'm not saying that. I'm tired of hearing all just the fiat talk. Because to me, it's just all fiat talk. Oh, what's the price prediction? Oh, what's this and what's that and blah, blah. Who cares? Like, who cares? What you need to be doing is thinking about how you can implement all these aspects into your life, into your relationships. But really taking a step back and understanding that when you're in this system, it doesn't just stop at stacking sats and putting it in a hot wallet and then graduating to a cold storage. It doesn't stop. Jor tells you guys this all the time, right? Jor is right when he says, I don't know why I only have this many people listening to me. I should have hundreds of thousands. And I agree. I agree. Because Jor talks a lot about this. And the thing is that once we graduate from understanding how we should be buying every hour on the hour, it's subjective. That's what I do. I buy every hour on the hour because I like those dopamine hits that come in to know that I'm stacking. It keeps my mind constantly firing. But you graduate, then you go to a hot wallet, then you go to a cold storage, and then it doesn't stop. Then you take the Bitcoin principles and figure out how to adapt those or adopt those into your life. Think of everything in Bitcoin. Your time, your work, your energy, your effort, your execution, your time management. Like we just talked about above. So base layer living, family, and the system at home. Okay? Sovereignty isn't just financial, it's about your foundation. Look at that, guys. What was Sin, VHF, and everybody saying? Sovereignty, which is Bitcoin, but sovereignty isn't just financial, it's about your foundation. If you're not sovereign, you're not doing for yourself. You're a cog in the system, you're being controlled. One of the worst pieces of advice that I can give youth is that they want to graduate and then they want to go to college and go take this monster loan out. Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit here, okay? Now, I'm not anti-education, but I am anti going to college with your thumb up your ass and you have no idea what you're going to do. When you should be graduating high school, going into community college, getting those base credits, right? And then by that time, you're a couple years older and you might know what you want to do. These people going to college, they have no idea what the hell they're going to do. They don't know what they're going to do 5 minutes from now. They take all this debt out, take all these classes, get some degree, and then never use it. Look at this. Look at the statistics. Look at the numbers. Doesn't make any sense. Now, your back's against the wall because now you got this massive student loan. There's no student loan forgiveness. You can't claim bankruptcy on that. That follows you everywhere. You can claim bankruptcy and eliminate any other debt in your entire life except student loan. Interesting how that works out. That's funny because they tell you to do that. Ain't no guarantee you're going to get a job after college. It doesn't say guaranteed job placement. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, what you need to do to be sovereign is you need to learn a trade or learn something within that realm. You need to learn a little bit about everything. Be well-rounded. Learn how to speak. Public speaking, that's a huge one. People don't even know how to talk nowadays. I talk to some people, it's like having a conversation. It's like talking to a wall. But they have some degree. I'm like, bro, you got a degree? You got the smartest person in the room, but he's like it's like talking to a freaking wall. Okay? So sovereignty isn't just financial. It's about your foundation. And foundation's broad. Okay? So I own my home. We own our cars. We own my business. Fanny owns her business. Okay? We homeschool our kids. I have time. I am sovereign. I'm stacking sats harder than most. I'm now taking it a step further by not just keeping my thoughts to myself, but trying to spread what I know or what I can share with other people. Not because I know more. No, that's not it. I just feel like I have something to say and I need to say it and I want to share it with people. Okay? That's all foundation. That's sovereignty. Because I could close this up and spend time with my family and be just fine. But I choose to. My family supports me in doing this to send a message out. And that's powerful. Your voice is powerful. Unfortunately, algorithms don't like what we have to say all the time. Algorithms, maybe they don't like the freedom talk. They don't like Bitcoin. They don't like sovereignty. Maybe, I don't know. I watch some YouTube channels and I'm like, this guy is live streaming. He has all these viewers and it's the most chaotic video I've ever seen. And I'm like, really? People are watching this and they're not watching education channels. They're not watching channels where you can grow. Not watching channels how to opt out of the broken system. Not watching channels on how to be better. There's something wrong. There's something wrong, guys. Let's go back up, see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Bitcoin is the way, is powerful, okay. Let's see, sorry, I gotta find where I left off at, guys. Bitcoin seems to me to be God's will, a gift of hope from Him to a world where theft had been the norm for a very long time. Yeah. You guys, Bitcoin's a blessing beyond what we even know. And the fact that we aligned at that same time that Bitcoin came, you can't plan that. It's just like, here you go, don't screw it up, spread the word. And that's what we need to do. We need to be educators, we need to be, not influencers, no. We just need to be educators, we need to teach and speak. This channel is great for my mental health. I took on a lot of power. Reassurance helps me. I'm honest, still painful when I'm slow, so this channel is great. I appreciate those kind words, sir. I really do. Yes, VHF. How could it be anything than a gift? Some just don't realize because they have money, but the ones that don't learn something special, it's very special, yeah. Just people need to break out of their comfort zones. That's the problem. People aren't willing to want to learn. People don't like things that are easy. Humans take the path of least resistance. Right? They take the path of least resistance. It's a statement of not just walking away from fiat, but announcing your freedom and working towards your freedom and sovereignty, joining like-minded people with the same goals. There you go, Lauren. That's exactly it, bro. A gift of hope to those who love truth despite being surrounded by lies. Yes, exactly, VHF. Exactly. What's more powerful than that? Hello, everyone. Sweating and smiling. What's going on? And they know. You think people get toned and are in good shape just because, like, their genetics, or because they woke up one day and they're just like, hey, I think I want to have a six-pack today? No. People who work out and put in the time and energy and the effort and the dedication and the hurt, because let's be real, it doesn't always feel good. Sometimes you're in pain, discomfort, you know. But people who work out, people who go to the gym, people who dedicate their time and energy to that, to be a strong version of them, healthy, fit. Because we know if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. Buy Bitcoin, buy everything, buy, just go roll over into the grave. Right? And I'm talking about health on a standpoint of not because of what has happened to you, whether that be an illness or something like that, or being hurt. I'm talking about health in general. Not only mental, but physical, right? You want to be a fat slob and just eat all day and get fat and consume calories? Then you're stealing time from your future self. You're stealing time from your family, your loved ones, your wife, your kids. That's not Bitcoin way. That's not Bitcoin. That's fiat. That's a fiat way. The elites, yes. Unfortunately, walls are starting to be more responsive. Yes. Yes, Sin. Yes, VHF. Sweating and smiling. Boom! Yes, sweating and smiling is in the house. Sweating and smiling is in the house. Did we get that, baby? Okay, we got you guys in the bowl of Satoshi, okay? STRC says they tell you to take out a loan for college, but don't explain how to pay it back in the most efficient way. Yeah. They tell you to do a lot of things. And earlier in our presentation here, we talked about that. Okay? Question everything. Don't conform. Do your research. Educate yourself. Okay? Don't trust, verify. You know, like I said, all the Bitcoin principles, ideologies, all the concepts, all bridge those into reality, into our life, when we implement them. Let me check something out real quick here, guys. 1 second. Okay. All right. So and smiling, how are you guys? Yes. Let me go back up. My thing jumped on me. Preach, man. Yes, I appreciate it, man. Algo is force feeding. Yeah. It's really sad. Yeah, I know. It's all good. But you don't do it for the algos. Lucky for us, Backpacker. No, I don't. I don't do it for the algos. I do have a passion for educating people. I like to fancy myself as an individual that I can see myself talking on a stage in front of a lot of people one day, or you know, someday. And if that transpires, that's great. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine too. But I'm gonna reach people in one way, shape, or form because I'm that passionate about it. There's way too many distractions out there, yeah. And that's why we need to focus on disconnect. Not disconnecting in the fact that we just put our head in the ground, disconnecting or locking ourselves in the house, but disconnecting and understanding that we can still be in the know, blunt man, right? But we just need to understand, take it, see it, acknowledge it, but then keep on moving. We can't just allow that to consume us, right? From the news, the media, the negativity. Why do you only hear negative things? You don't go on your X feed or your anything and it says, and on today's news, you know, whatever. This guy helped this old lady walk across the street. Oh, how cute. I love that. Because that doesn't get clicks. It doesn't hit the algos. People don't want to see that. They want to see negativity. Pisses me off. Sada, I hope you get out of STRC soon, man. Gonna be wild when they cut the share to $40 or just fully remove the preferred. Yeah, it's gonna implode, Philly. I want nothing to do with it. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the show. Lauren says, channels like this become refocused for people like us. Yeah, I mean, you know, I hope that someone random scrolls along and clicks on the video and asks questions. You know, STRC in here in the chat, he came in and he just started asking random questions, and he wasn't really busy in the chat. He asked some really good questions and stuff, and we answered him accordingly, and he's still coming back. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. Not only for the support, but I also appreciate it because it tells me that he wants to learn, or he wants to know something different, or maybe he has some questions to ask, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. I would feel much safer in BTCI than any of these. BTCI? Do you mean BTC? BTC. I was BTCI. No incentivizing having young people learn and how to opt out of the system. The gov needs them in debt to keep them going. Exactly, because it feeds their system. They're like lubricant to the cogs, right? It feeds the system. They don't want people to think for themselves. They don't want people to do for themselves. They don't want independence, right? And Bitcoin gives us the independence, not only from a financial standpoint, but from a standpoint of zooming out and looking beyond, looking in deep what it offers. You know, the healthcare system. You mean the sick care system? Right? You ain't jabbing me. You're not jabbing me. You're not jabbing my kids. My dog's not even vaxxed. Right? The gamble is in the house. Literally everybody that I know that went to college end up wasting their money and do something else different. Bro, it's a fact. The statistics don't lie. The numbers don't lie. It's literally mind-blowing. Now, here's the thing. Now, I will say this. If you're going to go to college, you're going to be a aerospace engineer, maybe even an engineer, a doctor, I wouldn't even say lawyer anymore, but you kind of have to sometimes, because you know they have requirements and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to be the whole Perry Mason thing, but you go to college for certain things, you know, for to be a dentist. Yeah, dude, valid, makes sense. But when you're gonna go into college, I'm going to college for business. Okay. All right. I'm going to college for, I don't freaking, dude. Some people come with the most wildest shit. I don't even know. I can't even say them. It's just so stupid. Like things that don't need to go to college for. It just, I don't know. The whole college thing is just, I just go off. As far as I'm concerned, you want to continue the indoctrination, right? Because like I said, we don't, like you guys know, I don't send the kids to school. We homeschool, right? That's just our personal, you know, that's just the way we roll. But you want to go to an indoctrination center, that's definitely a good place to start. Definitely a lot of like-minded people there. Interesting how that works, huh? Tell you to go to college, and then they teach you all the nonsense, and then you come out full-blown freaking whack job. Because if doing it in elementary, middle, and high school wasn't enough, we need to keep it going.
Okay, get out.
Right?
Doesn't really hurt us.
Literally, yeah. I use my college loan money to buy Bitcoin. That's called gangster, sir. That's called savage mode. Beast mode. Drinking from my Bitcoin cup. It tastes better when it's in a Bitcoin cup. I don't know why. It's you know, it's placebo
I
effect.
think it's just me, but
Is it? So true, Vic Shoots. Yeah, absolutely, Lauren. STRC says that's true, Gambler. Yeah, it is true. It's 100% true, bro. It's 100% spot on. Like Gambler, when you like your job, right? What do you HVAC? I think you said HVAC. You don't have to go to school for that. You don't have to go to school to be HVAC. I think you need some certifications because you're dealing with. I think you may potentially be dealing with some chemicals.
What state you're in.
Some chemicals like that, and maybe depends on what state. But you're not doing like a fucking 7-year college degree.
It's a trade.
You know, it's a trade. So you're gonna go to like either a trade school, or you're gonna take, maybe you need like your BA or your bachelor's in something, or like maybe a certificate, or maybe some licensing or something like that. But when I say college, guys, I'm talking about you're going you know what I'm saying? You're going the distance. That's true, Gambler. Gambler, hello, what's up? Yes. Buy Bitcoin, ignore health, buy Bitcoin. Yeah, buy Bitcoin, ignore health, buy Bitcoin. That's a shirt, Sin. That's a shirt, Sin, right there. That's a shirt. And then it says Sin Diesel on the back. On the back it says Sin Diesel, and on the front it says buy Bitcoin, ignore health, and then buy Bitcoin. Sensei. I love that. Oh, that's bars right there. That's bars. That's bars. Where are we? All right. Oh man, I got a lot of chat to catch up with. Holy shit. Okay. Preach, man. Okay, hold on. I got lost here. Okay. Yeah, Gamble, I'm a perfect example of that. I'm a studied chemist and carpenter, but my job is a school janitor. Crazy, bro. That's crazy. And that's another thing too. Let's talk about, we're going to pivot on this real quick. That's another thing too. Have any of you ever run into, and I already know the answer to this. You're talking to people, or you're at maybe a big event, or a gathering, or a family gathering, or something, and you're talking to someone, and the guy's pretty well off. You know, maybe he's, the guy's got some dough, maybe very well for himself or whatever, and then they ask you like, oh, so what do you do? I say, oh, I mow lawns. You know how many people I've told that to, and you can just see it in their fucking face, that go, oh, like, kind of like, oh, you're just a fucking landscaper. And you could see it. I mean, it's not like they had to come out and say it. Like janitor is an example. Because I used to be a janitor as well. I used to clean, we were contracted. We used to go in and clean office buildings and things like that.
I also used to be a milkman.
Bathrooms and... So essentially, I guess I was a janitor. I was a cleaner. Yeah. I used to be a milkman too, guys. I used to be a milkman. I used to work for Foster Farms. I used to deliver milk. If you don't know, now you know. I was young. I was like in my early 20s. Okay. They want the kids looking like the ones on the islands for a reason. Put a sweater on, okay? Yeah. Yeah. I'm working out in my 50s, so my 60s are easier. Well, see, and here's the thing, sweating and smiling. Here's the thing. You have placed yourself in a position to build up not only your mental capacity, because it's a mental game too, right? But your physical strength, your health, your everything. You're building up your lungs, your muscles, and everything. Because here's one thing I don't agree with. The system, first of all, they tell you this is when you retire. You know, because you can't dictate that. They dictate that for you, right? Okay, that's number one. That crock of shit. Number two, why do we, as a society, use age as some type of as like a number line to be like, that's how you should feel? Why do we say, oh man, I'm 6, and I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to break that. I'm trying to break that mind. I'm trying to break that because I've been taught. That's how it's been my whole life. We measure everything in age. Oh, I'm old now. Oh, I can't do this. I have limitations. Oh, my back. Oh, this. It's so psychological. Yeah, we got to put in the work like you guys do, right? But we measure our life like on some scale. Tomorrow's never guaranteed. Right? We know that. I used to clean too, VHF, honorable. STRC is paper nothing, exactly. Yeah, it's just nothing, it's fake. Oh, I see, there's no Sailor fans here, huh? I don't necessarily think it's, we're not Sailor fans, STRC. I think that, first of all, I give credit where credit's due. Sailor's done great things for the space, and he continues to do great things for the space. He has a mouthpiece on him, he knows how to talk. I don't, however, believe in idolizing an individual. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in, I'm not a big fan of what he's pivoting on, personally. To each their own. That's the power of free will, right? Anybody can do whatever they want to do, but just because you can do it doesn't mean you should, right? So it's not necessarily I'm not a fan of him. I just don't necessarily agree with the things he's implementing. I just don't care for him. If everything he's building and all these other companies are building, but the underlying or the foundation asset is Bitcoin, why would I not buy the foundation or the base layer of everything they're building? That is a question that nobody's been able to answer yet. Why would I buy their thing when I can buy the thing that their whole company, keyword company, is structured on? That is the question you need to ask yourself. Why? Because it gives you 10% or whatever over a short period of time. But that's the thing, I have long time preference. I think 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road. I'm not thinking 6 months from now. When my sats and I get my sats and I get my UTXO, boom, cold storage. Boom, cold storage. I'm not thinking 5 years down the road. Be honest with you, I'm not even thinking 10 years down the road. I'm about a 15, 20 year mindset right now. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Yeah, Banksy, it's a very low stress job too. Who's Banksy? Who's Banksy? Who you talking about, Banksy? Is Banksy in the chat? No, we're more studied up. Yeah. How freaking legendary will it be if I stack enough Bitcoin to sustain my family for many generations while earning a janitor's wage? Bro, dude, that's straight gangster. That's thug life. That's thug life, VHF. Straight up. Sailor taught me a lot of good things. He used to speak truth because he's smart at attracting, but he used our knowledge to lure people into cash and release. Yeah, I agree. He pivoted a little bit. Philly, BTCI looks interesting. You will.
Oh.
Go do it, VHF. I'm down, boys. I'm going to college and majoring in Taylor Swift. Yeah. Yeah, bum man. Doing it. Much safer, brother. Philly says, STRC, much safer. VHS says, bum man, yes. That's funny. That is funny. Stage 2, SATA. Exit the paper, enter the truth. Yeah. If I had to give just STRC, well, I don't want you to dox yourself. Where are you at in your life? Are you early, mid, or later in life? Just think of it as in a whole. I don't want you to. You don't have to tell me your age. It's a privacy thing, so I don't. That can answer a lot of questions. Sailor is not a good guy. He thinks he's running Ponzi schemes. Yeah. Spurs 3, New York 20. Jesus Christ, Jerry, really? Holy cow. Yeah, we're gonna get some riots, right? We're gonna get some riots. Okay, I'm gonna try to get into some more of this chat real quick. I'm gonna rapid read this, guys, and then we're gonna get into the rest of this. You can't VHF. That would be in the first time he's already done that. Yeah, Philly. Got all my degrees long ago. Before so much change. Yeah. Back in the day, it was different, Lauren. I love being underestimated. Yeah. I say renovate. Keep out. I just tell people I buy Bitcoin. That's my career. Yes, I love that. I need to start doing that. I need to say, what do you do for what's your career? I say, I'm a Bitcoin educator. What's that? You got to come check out my channel. Oh, okay. People ask what you do for a living to calculate what level of respect to give you. Yeah, damn, Sin. That's exactly it, bro. That's the gauge. If that was your career, that's what you do, and that's how they treat you. Or that's how they assume you're going to be. That's ignorant. Pure ignorance. Just a fuck them, then you provide everything your family needs and more. That's all that matters. You are happy. They are happy. What more matters? Exactly. That's what's up, Lauren. You know it. The former guy with the highest IQ in the world was an American dude who worked as a bouncer and ranch hand. Yeah. Exactly. There's only 9 numbers and 0. So it's a psychological thing. But they don't like the UNF numbers in bulk. He's still alive, by the way. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna skip through some of these real quick, guys. Philly, good career. Best to get your education on the job instead of paying for college. Exactly, Blunt man. You're not wrong, bro. That's exactly dead on. My ex went to a Banksy art show without me. She literally found out about him through me and had the nerve. She's an ex for a reason. I'm a big fan of Banksy. I think he's pretty dope. It's kind of like a mystery thing. If you guys know more about it, let me know. But I like his stuff. It's pretty dope. I like his style. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a Bitcoiner. I wouldn't be surprised. Hodler looks like she's ready for some pools. Yeah, yes. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. 173. Yeah, we're going to rapid fire this, guys.
Ooh, okay.
You ready, baby?
Yeah, I am. I'm ready to rapid fire the pool right now. The pools. I already mixed it up, guys, but one name's open.
Okay. Now listen. You still need to sound off in the chat. Yep. That doesn't change.
It doesn't change.
It doesn't change. If I don't hear from you, you ain't getting it.
You ain't getting it.
If you're watching on your TV, if you're across your room,
watching on your TV,
whatever,
if you're across the room,
throw something in the chat.
Throw something in the chat.
Light it up.
It's not like you guys don't have phones nowadays.
Oh, what happened, baby?
It's not like you guys don't have phones nowadays.
Okay, hey. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Come over here, baby. Let's riot, boys. Yeah, what if Banksy is Satoshi? That'd be crazy. Let's get it. Let's get it, Jer. Spurs up by 22. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to be pulling for 159.
159 ain't 69.
159? Are you out of your mind?
The truth.
Oh, no, we can't do the troll doesn't accept Bitcoin.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Throw it up there. It's okay. Thank you.
Well, if he wants, he can give it away to somebody.
I love you too, Jerry.
We don't have to wait for him to respond. Go ahead and repull, baby. Hodler has spoken. Yes, she has. Yes, she has. She came in high. I'm like, damn. But hold on.
Sweating and smiling.
Sweating and smiling. Yes, I love it. Congratulations, guys. Sweating and smiling. Congratulations. 160. Hodler, let's go, Hodler. One day you'll meet Banksy. Yeah.
Vic Shoots.
Vic Shoots, my man. Congratulations, sir. Mr. San Diego. 161. Let's do it. Fanny is Satoshi.
Sin.
Sin for the win. You show Sin that again. Sin, check out our new card for you. Look at that guy. Look at those abs. Damn. 162. Let's do it. Sweating and smiling. Thank you guys. No, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you, man. You guys are spending your time here.
Jerry.
21. I don't know if they've seen it, babe. I don't think Jerry's seen his 21. It's okay.
So, here we go.
$163. What can you do for me? Let's do it. Couple sats a day keeps the inflation away. You know it.
Lauren Stern.
Lauren.
We're getting a really good mix of names today.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Because you're mixing it real good, baby. You're on it. Lauren. 164. We want more. Let's do it.
More sats. Jack, Spaceman's dog.
Jack, congratulations. Woof, Jack.
George.
165. We are live.
Yeah, we are. We are on air, Dad. Vic Shoots again.
Vic Shoots, congratulations, sir. $166. I don't have one for that.
No, you don't.
21. Oh, God.
Blunt Man.
You're welcome, Lauren. Blunt Man. All right, 167. All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, they do, Dad. Ginger,
my man. I know Ginger's listening in the background, guys. 168. Woof. Yes, Spaceman. Bought Kevin's coffee this morning. Need to replace some sats. Ginger, congratulations, sir. Was that back-to-back Ginger, huh?
Yeah, it was back-to-back Ginger.
169. Are you out of your mind? Blunt Bizzle.
Spaceman. Georgie Spaceman.
Ginger. How you coming with the Ginger? Spurred by 25. Let's go, Jerry. We got the live ticker in the chat, guys. We got the live ticker. Jerry is our live ticker for the basketball game. Thank you, Jerry. Who was that other one? Spaceman?
Spaceman, yeah.
All right. 170.
Sweating and smiling.
Congratulations, you guys, again. $171. Jerry, do the Knicks have anybody on the court?
Sats versus STRT.
Oh, okay.
STRT.
Hodler, I love my card. He likes his card. What was that? Who was that one? SATA?
Yeah.
Okay.
STRT.
All right. 172. What can we do for you?
Yeah. Dad.
She's got it figured out. She's learning. She's getting it. I said I don't want a card, but I wouldn't mind seeing what the kiddo draws me up as. Oh, I don't know what we did for yours. I think it's
Who?
Bitcoin Streisand. I don't think we did anything for Bitcoin Streisand. Yeah.
We will do one though.
We gotta do what we'll do.
We'll do little Satoshis.
We'll do like. What do you want us to put on your card, Streisand? Let us know.
Yeah. But for now, we have Blunt Man.
You can still
Again.
give the love away. Okay. Who was that? Blunt Man?
Blunt Man.
Blunt Man, Blunt Man.
Get out of here, Velma.
All right, 173. What?
Can we see? Yeah. I don't know if that was one of you. So. And Sats versus STRT.
Oh, again. Okay. We're all caught up.
We're all caught up.
We are all caught up.
We're all caught up.
BTC Vanna White is killing it.
Uh-huh. You got that right.
She is killing it. And so let's just get into the wrap up. So this is what I have to ask of you guys, okay? This is what I have to ask of you guys. I ask that you take 5 minutes, right, tonight for honest, humble self-reflection. Don't be afraid of truth. Be honest with yourself. Okay? It's not a you don't need to lie. You don't need to act like it's something when it's really not. I'm talking really think about this. It's too easy to get stuck in a victim mentality and focus on failures instead of accomplishments. We focus on the things that we did wrong. We focus on the negative because it's easier for some reason. But we need to focus on our accomplishments, our successes, the triumphs, the things that we maybe had a hard time and struggled with, but we were able to achieve. Okay? I talk a lot about self-audits, and when I talk about self-audits, there's something you can implement at any time during your day. So look yourself in the mirror, do your self-audits, meditate, take 5 minutes for yourself while you're sitting in the car or whatever, while you're in the shower, and do self-reflection. Okay? Ask the room, what is one project or change you keep putting off until tomorrow that you will start today? Okay, obviously it's the evening time. But what's one project or change you keep putting off and you keep on saying, I'll get to that, I'm going to do that next week, or I'm going to do that in 3 days or something. Do it tomorrow. Okay? Obviously I would say do it today, but it's late. But do it tomorrow. Don't put it off. And we'll wrap it up with this, guys. Consistency over perfection. Consistency over perfection. There's 3 people that told me this. The first one being my wife. She said, babe, I admire the things you want to do, but you need to do it. I had a bad tendency when I was younger of starting things but not finishing them. And she always stood by me, but she always called me out on my shit. So I'm doing it now. Okay? Another person that told me this was Jerry. He says, backpacker, no excuses. Obviously, there's times where I can't go on, or if something happens, it is what it is. It's just the way it is. I won't go on. But I'll let you guys know if something comes up or something. But he said, backpacker, consistency. Do it.
Do it.
And then Robin Sayer. We had the pleasure of sitting down with Robin Sayer himself at Jerry's. Had a wonderful dinner cooked by Fanny. And we had great conversation. We talked a lot about personal life. We talked a lot about growth and Bitcoin and mindset and a little bit of politics and a little bit of aliens and fun stuff like that. But Robin said, Jerry looked at Robin and said, Robin, if you had to give Backpacker one thing, what would it be? He says, be consistent. I said, yes, sir. Okay? We all fall off, but the goal is to fall forward, just like Denzel says. And you get back up and you keep moving. So fall. And when you do fall, guys, fall forward. Okay? Fall forward. Let's wrap up some chat and see where we're at.
Dad.
I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Your vision of Satoshi. Yes, that's the yeah. Fanny is my Satoshi. I'm loving the love in the card redemptions. Yeah. BTC Vanna White. LOL. Yeah. Yes. You like that? You like that, Blum Man? I can't take credit for that. I think that was actually Jerry who came up with that one. So I got to give credit where credit's due. I think that was Jerry's thing. Oh no, homework. Yes, exactly. Yes, there is homework, Lauren. There's homework. There's always homework. It's like when you used to watch the Andy Griffin Show, or great television shows from back in the day with no agenda. Every time you watched a show, when shows were actually good, there was always a message. There was always a message in the show, right? There ain't no messages anymore, but there's a message a day, right? Keeps the therapist away, right? Meditation is so necessary for self-reflection. Absolutely, sir. We meditate all the time. I'm reading. I read. As you guys know, I'm Buddhist, or we're a Buddhist Christian. So we believe in Jesus, but we practice Buddhism. And so people go, "How do you do that?" And I said, "Well, we bridge the gap between the two. They're not really different, except in Buddhism, I don't idolize Buddha. I acknowledge the principles. I acknowledge the values, and I incorporate that into my life to the best of my ability. You know, it's always a work in progress because we're all sinners, right? And that's why it's a practice for Buddhism, because we're constantly learning. Draw me Satoshi. Okay, he says, this is what Bitcoin Streisand said. Draw me Satoshi's home. Okay, so we don't have to do it right now. We'll focus on it. But on Bitcoin Streisand's card, he would like a house of Satoshi. So whatever you would envision like a Satoshi's home to be like.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay, there we go. And he said, draw me Satoshi's home, Vanna. Bless you, hodler. Sin says, bless you, hodler. God bless you. They said, God bless you, baby.
Thank you.
God bless all of you and Jerry. Yes, absolutely. Fall 6 times, get up 7. Yes. Constantly get up. Focus on becoming better in every way. Do your best in every effort. Be honest with yourself so you can, in turn, be honest with others and keep your house clean and organized. Yes, sir. An organized house clears your mind. When you declutter your life, you're taking your energy and you're reallocating that energy into positive things, into growth. So just like Bitcoin, we harness our energy, we eliminate distraction, and then we can harness and focus on the things that are important, not the distractions. The more you have, the more you have to clean. The more you have, the more you have to organize. The more you have, the more you have to do. We want to eliminate that. Simplicity. Live a simple life, a meaning, purposeful life, and a life that has intention. So that way you can allocate that energy and power and let it radiate outwards. That is what's important. I'm trying to get through the rest of this chat, guys. I'm over here still talking. Yes, Lauren. Cleanliness is akin to godliness. Yes, exactly. It's important. It's important. I trust you enough when a butterfly flaps his wings. There you go, VHF. Thank you, man. Thanks for having me over today. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And stand up straight, chin up, shoulders down and back. Yeah, exactly. Focus on your for the guys out there. You gotta focus on your posture, guys. Okay. You gotta focus on your posture. You gotta stand like a man. You're right. 100% right, sir. Move with thoughtful purpose. Exactly. And if you want some motivation, guys, I would recommend go read some Bruce Lee quotes. He's phenomenal. Bruce Lee's he's up there for me. Next to Denzel, Bruce Lee's. I love Bruce Lee. This is a nice little get together. Yes, it is, sir. And I thank you for being here. And you did win twice tonight, STRC. Did you find an alternative shipping method for Flips radios? No.
Yeah, so we did pirate ship, and That's what I have to do this weekend. We're gonna go to the UPS store.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the UPS store. We're gonna be using this thing called Pirate Ship.
Yes.
I think Kevin 21 Sat Street.
Yeah,
gave us that reference.
I'm just now getting over being sick because with my cancer, my sickness is settling.
It was a rough week for us. This
2
week
weeks for me.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be yeah, we're getting that lined
It's
out.
gonna be a tracking number for the Pirate Ship and then our UPS office. Everybody recommends still doing USPS. They say that's the most reliable. But as you can tell,
Yeah, dude, we sent Jenny's out, and hers is like in Alaska or something.
No, it just went to Oregon or Washington. First, it went to Texas, Arizona, then Alaska, and it was there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've had a bad run with that so far. But yeah, we did though. But to answer the question, yes, we did.
They're actually We have a couple more boxes because she's building more this weekend. Yeah. We packed them in boxes.
Anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation is for cowards. I'm a lover, I'm a fighter. Yeah. Bluntman, just do. Yep, Bluntman says, just do. Can I pick a design for my bull tag? Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can. So, Streisand is Bitcoin or Satoshi. Satoshi House. Yeah, that's not a problem. Let me know though before we get off here. I'll wine, dine, intertwine, and sneak out of the back door when the refueling is done. So if you're feeling froggy, then you better jump because this frogman's been there, done that, and is going back. Ah, I like that, bro. You're a poet, huh? Hello, is this the right place for Lego conspiracies? What's up, Scotty boy? We're wrapping it up, man. How you been?
Oh, I didn't need to
How you been, Scotty? Lean back against the wall every day for posture.
I don't need to add him to the bowl, right? Because we're going to leave.
Yeah. Sweating and smiling. You might want to check out at Just a Yogi, another Buddhist who talks about Oh. Where is at Just a Yogi? Is that on like X or where's that at, you guys? I'm gonna write that down. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it. Here, I'm gonna take a picture of it. This is easier. I'm gonna check that out because I get really interested in that stuff. There's not a lot of people who bridge the gap like that or can like work together because everybody has to be so superior. You know what I mean? Scotty, what's up? Pirate ship seems to work for Kevin. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're pivoting to pirate ship. Hey VHF, Cindy, Scotty, what's up? Scotty, hello. Pirate ship, losing some Bitcoin? Yeah. All right, a shipping service, Scotty boy. VHF, Fanny with a green heart. Yes, VHF says Fanny. Hey, Sin and Lauren. VHF, let's go. Thank you for that time you spent with us. No, thank you for the time you spent with me, bro. Listen, I do this, but I would be nothing if you guys weren't here. So I appreciate you guys taking your most valuable thing you can never get back or make more of his time, right? Let's fucking go. Sorry guys, I've been super sick, congested, and coughing, so staying off the live. Don't want to blow snot everywhere. Yeah, with Fanny's cancer and stuff, when she gets sick for like a long period of time. So we gotta be careful to make sure it doesn't settle in her lungs because she's had pneumonia a bunch of times. So we gotta be really careful to constantly break up that mucus and everything, and she hawks it out. Had an early start today, doing okay. What, baby?
Or else I get pneumonia.
Or yeah, exactly. She'll get pneumonia. Also, Backpacker, you can just write my name on the tag the same as my speed wallet. Oh, so instead of putting this name, just use your speed wallet name? I can do that. I have to write that down because I forget stuff, bro. Oh, that actually perfect. Thanks so much. Okay, that actually perfect. Yes, Buddha. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Yeah. I love Buddha. I love Buddhist principles. I love them. It's always a pleasure spending time with you folks here, all of you, 100%. It's a pleasure spending time with you, bro. No, we miss you, Fanny. Lauren says, no, we miss you, Fanny.
Oh, I miss you guys too.
Sensei says clove tea is a cheat code for mucus and phlegm, Fanny.
Oh, yeah.
Sin has spoken. Sin has, so this is like a factual, 100% truthful statement from Shaman Sin Diesel himself. Feel better, dearest Fanny. Yes, thank you guys. Well, we are an hour and 50 minutes in, guys, and I appreciate you guys being here with us. We are all caught up on spins, and yeah, so if there's just one thing you guys get out of this, just do some self-reflection, self-audits. Take a step back. Recalibrate yourself. And always have a Bitcoin mindset. Okay? And do good in this world. You guys all have value. And although you may not think so, some may not think they do. Some may not know how to radiate it into the world. But you will. And you might not even realize you're doing it. So, it was a wonderful evening. Thank you guys for stopping by. We go live Monday through Friday. And I set vlogs out on Saturdays. And I'm on the Truth to Work podcast with Jerry from Jerry Loves Freedom and Trent the Bitcoin Technician.
6 p.m. Mountain.
6 p.m. Mountain time.
And 6 p.m. Mountain for...
And 6 p.m. Mountain for our lives Monday through Friday. And we just talk our stuff, guys. We're hanging out. We're not a Bitcoin-only channel. We talk a little bit about everything. A little bit of news, a little bit of politics, about the kids. We talk about Bitcoin. Mindset, ideology, positivity, right? Focus, energy, health, and all that fun stuff. So I don't know what we're doing. Tomorrow, we go with the flow. It's however I feel. I allow it to come, and we radiate it out. And that's what we do. So BTC Backpacker here with who?
Hodler.
Hodler. And yours truly.
Fanny.
And Fanny. And Anonymous. And Flipper. And they're doing their thing in the Packer household. And until next time, we'll see you guys on the next